All right. Peace, peace, peace. So up next is the second verse, Posdnuos, right? So Posdnuos is just sound stop spelled backwards, right? And Dave's moniker was Trugoy the Dove, right? When I really found out what Trugoy meant, this shit blew my mind, right? It's fucking yogurt spelled backwards. But anyway, fucking yogurt. But anyway, boom. So Posdnuos, he come in like this, right? Throughout my change for growth, some of my people got left behind. They didn't listen for the gun as I leaped from off the line. 13 years deep in this marathon I'm running, paid dues and still got bills to pay. When I came back around the way, old friends gave me dead eyes, fake smiles. Why? We were supposed to rid the world of danger. These days, we nod head and small talk like polite strangers. It's natural to fall off because land floats to the tree. And I'll be here if they need me to be. And I know all my local shorties because they all know who I am. And lately want to flip grammar instead of grams, like that's the only choice they got. And told me how they going to shake up the game and came to me and see if I could give them guidance for change. True shit, y'all. I need guidance myself. And I chisel right words to make gems and got fans around the world. But my girl's not one of them. And my relationship's a big question because my career is a big hindrance to her progression. She says she needs a man and our kids need a father. I'm not at all ready to hear her say don't bother and break. And this I know I can't take. But C. Smith said to hold on. My brother Luck said to hold on. My nigga Dave said to hold on. Your Maseo, we need to hold on. Your Maseo, he said hold on. Yeah, y'all, we need to hold on. So also when Posdnuos, right? Also known as plug 1, Dave is plug 2, and Maseo is plug 3, right? So when plug 1, right, when he started off, you know what I'm saying, he was like, throughout my change for growth, some of my people got left behind. I vibe with this, right? Because in my lifetime, I've dealt with this. Throughout my change for growth, some of my people got left behind. They didn't listen for the gun as I leaped from off the line, right? So like in instances where I may have been on a certain type of time back then, you know what I mean? But like observing my surroundings and getting older and shit like that, and it's just like, yo, like what I'm doing now ain't gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? I need to change something. You know what I mean? I need to change my thinking. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? And then you start to move different, but you bring it to, you know what I'm saying, the folks that surround you every day. You bring it to your circle, you bring it to the people, bring it to the brothers. You know what I mean? And now you on a new type of ethereal plane and you try to bring it to them, but you don't shove it down their throat, but you just, try to give them something to think about how it sparked you. You know what I'm saying? And throughout my change for growth, some of my people got left behind. They didn't listen for the gun as I leaped from off the line, right? They rejected it. You know what I'm saying? So like I can identify with that because I've had instances, like mad instances like that. You know what I mean? Individuals who I would consider, a close associate. You know what I mean? Like it take a lot for me to consider a friend. Like most of my friends are deceased. You know what I mean? But like if I do call you that, I love you. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna go with some of my people left behind. They didn't listen for the gun until I leaped off the line. 13 years deep off this marathon I'm running, paid dues and still got bills to pay. Like that shit, that's an understatement right there. Paid dues and still got bills to pay. And when I came back around the way, old friends gave me dead eyes, fake smiles. Why? We were supposed to rid the world of danger, right? So when you go off, when you branch off, you know what I'm saying, and maybe your people still want to be there, you know what I mean, they want to be in a state of stagnation, but you go off and you do you and you try to, find better, you know what I mean, and then you come back, right? Because each one teach one, reach one, you know what I'm saying? So you come back, you know what I'm saying, they give you, dead eyes and fake smiles. Why? We were supposed to rid the world of danger. You forgot what we was out here for? You know what I'm saying? I've had instances like that too. Like I definitely, that's some wisdom right there. You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to rid the world of danger these days, and this shit is so true. Now these days we just nod head and small talk like polite strangers, right? It's natural to fall off because land floats to the tree. And then he was talking about the wisdom. You know what I mean? The wisdom two ways. You know what I'm saying? Between him and the little homies, he was like, And I be there if they need me to be. And I know all my local shorties because they all know who I am and lately want to flip grammar, rap instead of grams. Like that's the only choice they got. That's wisdom right there too. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you looking at me and you see what I'm doing on the mic and that's cool, but like that's not the only choice you got. You know, rapping ain't the only choice you got. Playing ball ain't the only choice you got. Like you might be a fucking human calculator. You might be good at math. You know what I'm saying? But that's the only choice they got. And told me how they gonna shake up the game and came to me to see if I can give them guidance for change. I vibe with this. True shit, y'all. And this was humble. I need guidance myself. And I choose the right words to make gems and got fans around the world, but my girl's not one of them. I feel this, right? Because my relationship's a big question, because my career is a clear hindrance to her progression. She says she needs a man and our kids need a father. I'm not at all ready to hear her say don't bother and break. And this I know I can't take, but C. Smith said the whole don't. Like, that right there, I've been through that myself, right? Where, you know what I mean, my significant other, Boo, you know what I mean? I talk about Boo all the time. I haven't done it on here, but like I slowly introduced Boo to y'all, right? But it was a time where, you know what I'm saying, economics, the economy, you know what I mean, the job economy really wasn't in my favor. You know what I mean? And it was like no matter how I was trying to penetrate that force, it was just like gravity was a motherfucker, like every corner, right? But she said she needs a man and our kids need a father. Shit that men go through, you know what I'm saying? She said she needs a man and our kids need a father. And I'm not all ready to hear her say don't bother and break. Like, I've been through that. Like, that shit'll break a man down. That shit will have a man unfocused. It will have a man's head everywhere. You know what I mean? And again, piece of the memory of James Baldwin, putting him in there every chance that I get. It's the duty. It is the duty of the artist, right? To bring awareness, right, to real life fucking issues. And that's a real life fucking issue that men go through. My cousin went that, peace be upon him, right? I've been through that. It's a lot of men out here that going through that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a real issue. Like, yeah, life is pretty, you know what I'm saying? But like on the other side, for motherfuckers who haven't reached that side yet, like life is real. You know what I mean? Shit get really real, son. You know what I mean? And like, I'm not at all ready to hear say don't bother and break. And this I know I can't take, right? I've heard a wise man knows his limitations, right? And matter of fact, that was in a song by Goody Mob. I'll get the song later. I think it's I Refuse Limitations. Piece of Goody Mob, Cujo Goody said that. Piece of Cujo Goody too. But he knew his limits, right? And he was like, this I know I can't break. And this I know I can't take, right? So they was taking their perspectives on life and putting it in there because whatever they was going through, or they was boiling over, somebody else out there in the world, you know what I mean, probably was, boiling over, going through the same thing. And I don't know, if it can help, it can help. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like for me, that's just raw and poetic souls right there, right? But I ain't gonna hold y'all up. You know what I mean? I thank y'all for rocking with me. You know what I'm saying? We got De La Soul, the three brothers from the LI. You know what I mean? Long Island, right? The three brothers from the LI. The 2001 AOI Bionics album, Art Official Intelligence, right? This is the sixth, the equality episode, right? I'm your host, Rashid. This is the closing of this episode of Raw and Poetic Souls. I thank y'all for rocking with me. Also, you know what I'm saying? Y'all be watching it and shit, and that's cool. Thank y'all. But give me y'all feedback, you know what I'm saying? Like, interact with a nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I mean, I do this for me because it's just like this. I'm passionate about this. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck about nothing else, right? But I'm passionate about this. But it'd be cool, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm getting a little views and everything. You know what I'm saying? Alhamdulillah. You know what I'm saying? But interact with a nigga. Like, if it's somebody that you like personally, or you want to see me bring to the table, you know what I'm saying? Just, you know what I mean? Chop it up with a nigga. You know what I mean? Talk to me. I'll talk back. But anyway, this is the wrap up of the equality episode, the sixth episode. The LI Brothers, De La Soul. I'm your host, Rashid. This is Raw Poetic Souls. Peace.